Hello students, welcome back to this session of Cambridge IGCSE. As you all know that I am your chemistry mentor, so going to start with the chemistry with the subject code 0620. Now, in the previous session we studied about the topic atoms, elements and compounds. As you told you previously that we have divided that particular chapter into the three parts. So over here we are going to discuss with the second part. This all we did in order to make you learn more conveniently and actively the various concepts. Now in this part 2 we are going to specifically focus on the atom structure and also a part of a periodic table. So let's see what all topics we are going to cover in this particular session. So in this particular session we are going to talk about the subatomic particles, then distribution of electrons, that is your electronic configuration, that what is atomic number, mass number, then more about the electronic configuration and periodic table, what are isotopes and relative atomic mass. Now if I talk about the subatomic particle over here, now don't see like this that we haven't discussed about the cathode ray experiment or the discovery of the protons or the discovery of the neutrons or the Rutherford experiment or the Thomson model. Over here, as you all know that we are running this one shot videos or these particular sessions especially to help you out for your upcoming exams. So that's why we have taken only the important concepts, or you can say the concepts from where we get the questions. Okay. For the detailed video lectures you can visit us or you can follow us at our channel. So let's see the subatomic particles. Discovery, if I talk about the electrons was discovered by the J.J. Thomson. Protons by the Goldstein and neutrons by the Chadwick. Mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 31 kg. Protons 1.67 into 10 raised to the power minus 27 kg, and neutrons also similar to that is 1.67 into 10 raised to the power minus 27 kg. Charge. Electrons are negatively charged, so minus 1 unit. Protons are positively charged, so plus 1 unit, and neutrons are 0. If I talk about the location, electrons are located outside the nucleus, means they are present in the orbits, or you can say the shells, or we can use a word energy level. All three are same, depends on person to person, they want to use a word shell, energy levels or orbits. Protons and neutrons, they are present in the nucleus. One more thing, in the case of hydrogen, and in hydrogen also its isotope protium, there is no neutron. Over there neutron is absent. Okay. If I look symbol, we symbolize electrons by E, protons by P, neutrons by N. Representation of an atom, the atomic number is equal to the number of electrons in a neutral atom. Protons, they are also equal to the atomic number. So basically we can say atomic number is equal to the number of protons, which is equal to the number of electrons. Neutrons, mass number is equal to the sum of number of protons and neutrons, means if I want to take out the number of neutrons, subtract the mass number and number of protons, we are going to get it. So it was a brief preview about the subatomic particles. And if I talk about the type of the question, the one question which you can get about the location, second question the relative mass, and third question you can get over here on the basis of the representation, that is a calculative question, easy question, we are going to discuss that. Now Bohr-Bury scheme, basically what we say that whatever the electrons they are distributed according to this, and we have the shells, that is K, L, M, N. And if I look the quantum numbers, that is the value of n, then k, for the k it is 1, then for the L it is 2, for M it is 3, and then for N it is 4. If I talk about the maximum number of electrons, it is the formula followed 2n square. So we have basically 2, 8, 18, 32, which we call as the magical numbers also. Let's see the electronic configuration of helium. This negative represents the electrons, positive protons, and neutral is neutrons. So basically if you look, helium atomic number, if you talk about, it is what? It is 2. So 2 electrons over here, so sorry, I have made the hydrogen only. Helium, its atomic number is 2, rather than I can represent it as this. Okay, so basically what is happening? 2 electrons we have shown, 2 protons we have shown, and 2 neutrons. So I can say the mass number of helium is going to be 4. Okay. Sodium. Now sodium, it is represented by the Na and its atomic number is 11. So if you look, we have mentioned in the K shell we are having the 2 electrons, then in the L we are having the 8 electrons, and in the M shell we are having the 1 electron. So basically number of electrons and number of protons are equal, so we are going to have the 11 protons and 11 electrons. And if I talk about the neutrons, so look, mass number of sodium is 23. So just what you can do for neutrons? 23 minus 11. So 12. So that is how we have the 12 neutrons. So here we have kept the first 18 elements. Look, hydrogen, atomic number is 1. Helium, atomic number is 2. Lithium, atomic number is 3. 4, 5. Carbon is 6. Then nitrogen is 7. Oxygen 8. Fluorine 9. It's 10. So if you write down the electronic configuration, how it is? 2, 1. 2, 2. 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8. Similarly, if I talk about the silicon, its atomic number is 14. So I can write down it as a 284. Let's take the chlorine. Its atomic number is 17. So 287. Like this, we can write down the electronic configuration. Now, what is the atomic number? Atomic number is basically the number of protons present in an atom. It denotes the identity of the element and it is denoted by the letter Z. Mass number is the total number of protons, neutrons present in an atom, because the mass of the atom comes from its nucleus and it is denoted by the letter A. So basically if I talk about the notation, atom notation requires the element symbol, atomic number and mass number. So basically mass number is written as a superscript and atomic number as a subscript. Like over here, if you look, I have mentioned X is the symbol of an element. A is upside, so it is a mass number, and Z is downside, so it is your atomic number. Now you will find out in some questions in some books also, mass number is mentioned as the number of nucleons and atomic number as the number of protons, so do not get confused. If I talk about over here the example of carbon, so C is the symbol, 6 is the what? Atomic number, and 12 is going to be the mass number. Electronic configuration and the periodic table. Now if you look, group 8 is considered as the noble gases. Why? Because they have the full outer shell. Full outer shell means that their octet is complete. There is exception of helium. As in the helium case, we consider the duplet. Why? Because its atomic number is 2, so it cannot have more than 2 electrons. Then number of outer shell electrons is equal to the group number present, that is group 1 to 7, and number of occupied electron shells is equal to the period number. Okay. Isotopes. When we are talking about the isotopes, within certain elements, atoms in a sample may not be identical due to varying neutron numbers. So basically atoms, if I talk about isotopes, are atoms of same element that possesses different number of neutrons. Okay. So if I talk about the chlorine atomic number is what? 17. This is the atomic number. And if I look the mass number over here, it is what? In the case of the chlorine, two isotopes if I talk about, it is the 35 and 37. When we take out their average, we see that its mass number is 35.5. So basically, if I talk about the chlorine 35 and 37, we are going to have the different atomic numbers. Okay. So isotopes, same element isotopes share identical chemical traits. Why? Because they have the same electron counts. So what we can say, that chemical properties are going to depend on the number of electrons, or you can say the electronic configuration. Why? Because when we write down the electronic configuration, we write down the electrons only. An additional neutron only affects the atom's mass and related properties like density. Unstable isotopes with surplus neutrons are radioactive, or you can say the radioisotopes. Now, what is relative atomic mass? Relative atomic mass, it is represented by the AR. Do not get confused by the argon symbol. It is the average mass of the isotope of an element compared to 1 by 12th. This is important, of the mass of an element of an atom of carbon 12, and its formula is average mass of isotope of the element divided by 1 by 12th mass of one atom of carbon 12, and 1 by 12 of mass of one carbon 12 atom is equal to 1 AMU, that is 1 atomic mass unit. Now basically this is being replaced by the term unified mass, and this relative atomic mass is for the extended students. Now let's see the question over here. The question says, which statement about the ions formed by the elements in group 7 of the periodic table is correct? Now look, this particular question is from the variant 12 February March 2024. Now look, basically it is a very short portion which we study in this particular, because we have to just briefly understand that what is the isotope in that, or most of the question we get from that part. Then we have to understand a bit part of the periodic table. The periodic table in detail we study in the later chapters over here. So it is a very small portion, but a lot of question we can expect, as in the part 1 I have told you that from the complete chapter of the atoms, elements and compounds, we get around, you can say maximum 7 questions, or you can expect even the 8 questions also in a single paper. So let's see in this group 7. Now when it is saying group 7, it is a halogen family. So let's see, all the ions have the same charge of -1. So if you look, in the case of halogen family, they require to get the 1 electron in order to fulfill their octet. So when they are going to accept the electron, it means they are going to have the charge of -1. So I can say my correct answer is option A. Let's check out for the other options also. all the ions have the same number of electron shells. It is not necessary that they are going to have the same number of electron shells. The reason behind is what? Like if I talk about this particular family only, that is halogen family, it is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine and tennessine. Okay. Now when we are moving top to bottom, then what is going to happen over here? The atomic number is increasing. Now when the atomic number is increasing means what? That the number of shells are also increasing. So they are not going to have the same number of electron shells. So this statement is wrong. C part, each ion is formed by losing one electron. This is wrong. Why? Because if they are going to lose the electron, then they are going to get the plus charge. So they do not have the plus charge, as you all know that fluorine, chlorine, they are electronegative in nature. Another one, each ion has 7 electron in its outer electron shell. Now look, we are using a word ion. Ion means it is having a charge. Yes, they have the 7 electron, but when they are present in their atomic state, means when they are as a neutral atom. For example, if I talk about the fluorine, its atomic number is 9. So I have 2, 7. Chlorine, it is 2, 8, 7. So these are what? These are the atoms. So that's why this particular statement is wrong. Okay. Next, the relative atomic mass of an element is the average mass of the isotopes of that element compared to another particle. Which particle is used for this comparison? Now look, this particular question is from the variant 12 February March 2024. Now just now we have seen that it is a question for the, first of all, extended students, and another point is what we have seen that we consider it or we compare it with the 1/12th of the mass of the carbon atom. So option B is going to be our answer. Next, which statement about an atom of fluorine is correct? Now look, we have discussed over here that this 9 is what? It is the atomic number, and upside, that is superscript, is the mass number. Now this particular is from the variant 22 February March year 2024. Now let's see what it is saying. The first option is saying it contains a total 28 protons, neutrons, electrons. So let's see over here. We have learned that atomic number is equal to the number of protons, which is equal to the number of electrons. Okay. So it means I am having how many protons? 9 plus 9 electrons. And if I talk about the number of neutrons, then number of neutrons is going to be the mass number minus number of protons. So which is going to be equal to 10. So I just add 10 over here. So 9 plus 9 is going to be 18. 18 plus 10 is going to be 28. So my this statement is correct. Let's see the other options also. B. It contains more protons than neutrons. Now look, we have seen it is having the 10 neutrons and 9 protons. So this statement is wrong. Its isotope contain different number of protons. So over here we are not having any isotopes. Then its nucleus contain 9 neutrons. No, its nucleus consists of the 10 neutrons. So that's why C and D are wrong statements. Next question. Now look, next question is again from the topic isotope. 2 isotopes of calcium are represented and we are given with the calcium 40 and 44. Basically 40 and 44, they are what? As we have said, they are the superscripts. So they are the mass number. This particular question is from the variant 22 February March 2024 year. So let's see both isotopes have the same number of neutrons, both isotopes have an electronic configuration of 2882. Now look, before moving to the option C, the question is saying which statement explains why these isotopes of calcium have identical chemical properties. So when we was reading the theory just now, we studied that the chemical properties depend on the number of electrons, and in the electronic configuration we mention the number of electrons only, isn't it? So both isotopes have the electronic configuration of 2882 is going to be my answer. Your C could not be the answer because mass number is not 20. Both isotopes have 4 fully occupied electron shell. This is also not going to be my answer. So option B is going to be the answer. Next, what is the relative molecular mass of sulfur dioxide? Now look, this question is again from the variant 22 February March series year 2024. Now when the word is using relative molecular mass, so in this particular case I want to take the mass of each and every atom. So for this, first of all we should know what is the formula of sulfur dioxide. So the formula of the sulfur dioxide is SO2. So basically 1 multiplied by sulfur plus 2 multiplied by oxygen. Now for the sulfur, mass number is what? It is 32, and for the oxygen it is 16. So basically it is going to be 32 plus 32, which is going to be equal to 64. So the correct answer in this particular case is going to be option D. Okay, so have you seen? So short theory we did over here and a lot of question, and if you look, all the questions are from the 24 and 23 only. It means if you are going to practice the question from the previous 5-year papers, so lot of questions you are going to have, and it will be very easy for you to score the A stars in your chemistry exam. Yes, so let's move ahead. Methyl butanoic acid has the molecular formula of C5H10O2. Complete the table to calculate the relative molecular mass of C5H10O2. Now look, basically over here we have to find out the relative molecular mass. Now how many hydrogens I am having? I am having the 10 hydrogens. So relative atomic mass is given. So 10 multiplied by 1, which is equal to 10. How many oxygens? 2. So 2 multiplied by 16, which is going to be equal to 32. I just rewrite it. Okay, so just add the 3. 70, 80, 90, 100. So it is going to be 2, 4 and 4 plus 6, 10. 102. So we can say the relative molecular mass of C5H10O2 is equal to 102. Now look, this particular question is from the variant 32 February March year 2024. Now this question is basically from a theory paper. Okay, coming to the next question says, which row shows the number of protons, neutrons and electrons in the ion O2 minus? Now first of all, this is atomic number, again I am repeating, and this is the mass number. Okay, now it is saying O2 minus, means 2 electrons is being taken over here, and it is from the variant 13, May, June 2024. So let's see over here. Number of electrons, protons is equal to the atomic number. So your atomic number is given as the 8. So your number of protons is equal to 8. Now number of protons is equal to number of electrons. So number of protons is equal to 8. So number of electrons should be 8, but they are not going to be 8. Why? Because over here we are having a charge of 2 minus, means we are going to add 2 over here. So it is the 10. Then your number of neutrons. So number of neutrons is equal to mass number minus number of protons. So it is going to be 18 minus 8, which is going to be 10. So let's see now. We are having the 8 protons, just mention over here, 10 neutrons and 10 electrons. So option D is matching to this. So it is going to be our answer. Okay. Next, isotopes of the same element have some features that are the same and some that are different. Very correct. Which row shows the features that are same and those that are different? Now look, basically when we talk about the isotope, isotope means that they are of the same element and they have the same number of protons but different number of neutrons. Now when they are having the same number of protons, means they are also going to have the same number of electrons, and if they are going to have the same number of electrons, their electronic configuration is going to be same. Look, this question is also from the variant 12, May June series, year 2024 over here. Nucleon number. So when we was studying the concept just now, few minutes back, what I told you, that nucleon number is what? It is the mass number only. Okay, because your protons and neutrons are present in the that only. So we have the different number of the different mass numbers. Yes, so I can expect from the B and D my answer. Same protons. So here I got my answer as the B. Why? Because what I written, isotope means same number of protons but different number of neutrons. So obviously my nucleon number is going to be different, and number of outer shell electrons. So what I said, that if I talk about, then I am going to have what? I am going to have the different number of the nucleons, same number of the protons, same number of the outer shell electrons. Okay. So moving ahead. Now look, this question is from the variant 12, May June series, year 2024. Now this particular, the electronic configuration of 4 atoms W, X, Y and Z are shown. Which atom form an ion with a charge of 2 when they react? Fine. We are given with the 4 atoms, and atoms form an ion with a charge of 2. Now look, basically do not get confused over here. We are given with the this -2 charge. Okay, -2 charge means what? That 2 electrons accepted isn't it? So when it is going to able to accept the 2 electrons, when it is going to have the 6 electron, because it want to complete its octet. So we have to see which atom forms an ion with a charge of -2. So over here, if it is going to accept the 2 electrons, so it is going to become 2 8, and it is going to get the charge of the X2 minus. And if I talk about Z, when it is going to accept the 2 electrons, it will become 2 8 8, and it will become Z2 minus, isn't it? So basically the answer is going to be X and Z. Got the answer? Why? Because when they are accepting the 2 electrons, their octet is fulfilled. Next, here came the question, what is the meaning of the term nucleon number? Yes, while teaching you the topic, I told you that this is, do not get confused. In some books it is written like this or that, and we get the question also. This is from the variant 13 May-June series 2024. Now look the question options. The number of neutrons in the nucleus. Now look, when I am talking about the nucleus, nucleus consists of both protons and neutrons, not only neutrons. So this is going to be the wrong. B option is saying number of protons, again because neutron is not mentioned, so it is wrong. Total number of protons and electrons in the nucleus of an atom. So electrons are not present in nucleus, but electrons are present in shells, or you can mention over here outside nucleus. Yes, so that's why this particular statement is going to be wrong. Then total number of protons and neutrons in the nucleus of an atom. So option D is going to be our answer. Okay. Coming to the next, which statement explains why isotopes of the same element have the same chemical properties? Now look, again I am repeating, isotope means what? That their number of protons are same, but number of neutrons are different. Okay. Another thing over here is what? That number of protons is equal to number of electrons, and electrons are present in orbit. Okay. So basically the chemical properties, if I talk about, they are depending on the number of electrons. So as the number of electrons are going to be same, so chemical properties are going to be same. So let's see, they have different number of protons in their nucleus. This is absolutely wrong statement, because they do not have the different number, but they have the same number. Then they have the different number of neutrons in their nucleus. This statement is correct, but this statement is not correct with respect to our question. Then they have the same electronic configuration, and they have the same number of electrons as the protons. So what we are going to say, look, they have the same electronic configuration and they have the same number of electrons as protons. Basically over here, up to here, if I consider, this is going to be my correct statement, as protons is meaningless according to my question. So they have the same electronic configuration. Now look, this particular question is from the variant 21 series May-June and year 2024. So it means you are looking that in the year 2024 May-June series, lot of questions we got from the topic, this particular, that is your isotopes, relative masses and all. Next question. 4 statements about atoms are listed. The center of an atom is positively charged. This statement is correct. Why? Because at the center of atom we have seen that we have the presence of the protons and neutrons, and protons are positively charged. Protons and electrons are located in nucleus. No, as electrons are located in the shells, or you can mention outside nucleus. Then protons and electrons have the same masses. Now look, this particular statement, if I talk about, this is also the wrong. Why? Because in the starting of this session only we studied about the subatomic particles, and in that subatomic particles we look the charge, we look the mass, we look their location. So this is also not. Most of the mass of an atom is in the nucleus. So over here if I talk about, I am having the presence of protons and neutrons in the nucleus. So this statement is also correct. So my question is saying which statements are correct. So basically 1 and 4. So option B is going to be my answer. Now look, again this question is from the series 21, May-June series, year 2024. Next question. Next question is saying the electronic configuration of 2 elements are given. Now look, this particular question is from the periodic table part. Now element L is 2881. So 2881, if I calculate it, it means that its atomic number is going to be what? 10, 18, 19. Okay. And element M is 284. So atomic number is what? It is 14. Which row identifies the group number and the period number for the element L and M? Now look, if we want to identify the group number, it means number of electrons in outermost shell, and period number is number of shells filled. This is the simplest way to remember this. Now look, in the case of the L, we are having the 1 electron in the outermost shell. So I am having the group number 1. And how many shells? 1, 2, 3, 4. So period is going to be 4. If I talk about element M, I am having the 4 electrons in the outermost shell. So my group number is going to be 4. And how many shells? 1, 2, 3. So period is 3. So if I look, my option A is going to be the correct answer. Simple way. So let's move ahead. Next is, an atom of element R contains 15 protons, 16 neutrons, 15 electrons. What is R? It is from the variant 23, May-June series, year 2024. Now look, in this particular case, if you see, 15 protons it is given, and we know atomic number is equal to the number of protons. Okay. Gallium could not be my answer. Zinc also could not be my answer. Why? Because zinc belongs to the transition series and its atomic number is above 20. So we are given with the 15. The same thing I can say about the gallium. So I am having the 2 possibilities, that is the sulfur and phosphorus. Now look, when I am talking about the sulfur and looks its atomic number, sulfur atomic number is 16 and phosphorus atomic number is 15. So my answer is going to be the option B. Now say suppose such type of the question you get in your exam, but you do not know the atomic number, or you have a bit confusion. So what you can do, just go at the back side of your question paper, means the last page. Over there we get the periodic table. This is about our MCQ paper, that is the multiple choice paper. Okay. Next question. Next question says, which statement about elements in the periodic table is correct? It is from the variant 12, February, March, year 2023. Now look, a potassium ion K positive has the same electronic configuration as the chloride ion. So if I talk about the potassium, its atomic number is 19 and its configuration is 2881. But when I am talking about the potassium ion, means one electron is being taken. So now it becomes 18. So configuration becomes 288. Chlorine, it's 17. So it is 287. Cl minus means one electron is taken. So it becomes 288. Okay. So if I look, they have the same configuration. So option A is going to be my answer. Coming to the B part, let's check other parts also. Configuration of Ca2 plus. Now look over here, this 2 plus means that 2 electrons are removed, and this particular configuration represents the calcium atom, not the ion. So that's why this is wrong. Then halogens are in group 6. Halogens are not in group 6, but they are present in the group 7. So that's why it is going to be wrong, as they are going to have the 7 electrons in their outermost shell. Then magnesium is in period 3. So a magnesium ion has 3 occupied electron shells. Now look, if I talk about the magnesium, its atomic number is 12. So it is 282. So of course period 3. But magnesium ion, if I talk about Mg2 plus, it is going to be 28. So has 3 occupied electron shells. So it is having only the 2 occupied electron shells. So that's why this statement is going to be the wrong statement. Next. There are 2 stable isotopes of bromine, that is isotope 1 is 79 and isotope 2 is 81. Which statement is correct? The isotopes have the same number of neutrons. This is going to be the wrong statement. Why? Because isotopes have the different number of neutrons. Isotopes have different chemical properties. They have the same chemical properties because the chemical properties depends on the electrons and they have the same number of the electrons. Isotopes have the different number of protons. This statement is also wrong because they have the same number of the protons. Isotopes have the same number of outer electrons. Yes, this is going to be our answer. Now look, this question is from the variant 22, February March series, year 2023. Next, a sample of pure iron contains 3 isotopes only. Okay. The iron in the sample has a relative atomic mass of 55.9. What is the value of N? And look, this question is from the variant 23, May-June 2023 year. So basically you have to find out the N value and we are given with the relative atomic mass. So look, what is going to be the formula? Relative atomic mass is going to be your percentage abundance multiply by isotope, okay, plus percentage abundance multiply by your isotope 2 plus percentage abundance multiply by isotope 3 and divided by 100. Okay. So let's put the values. 55.9 equal to 2n 6 multiplied by 54 plus 92 multiplied by 56 divided by 100. So it is basically going to be 5590 equal to 2n plus it is going to be 42 plus, let's calculate for the 92 and 56. So it is going to be 2974. Okay, so when you are going to solve it, what it is going to be? 4792 324. So it is going to be 6 1 11 1 1 over here. So basically when you are going to subtract and divide it, you are going to get it as a 57. Okay, so option C is going to be your answer. Coming to the next question, an atom of element X contains 5 protons, 6 neutrons and 5 electrons. Now look, when it is saying 5 protons, it means its atomic number is equal to 5. This we have learned in our lecture completion. Which statement about element X are correct? X has the atomic number of 6. No. X has a nuclear number of 11. Now look, nuclear number is equal to the number of protons plus neutrons, which is going to be 5 plus 6, which is going to be 11. X is in group 2 of the periodic table. So if I write down the configuration, it is going to be 2, 3. Yes, this is also going to be the correct statement. So 2 and 3 is correct. X is in the group, it has said. Wait, so when it said the group, so I am having the 3. So this is not correct. X is in the second period of the periodic table. So I am having the 2 shells which are filled. So fourth statement is correct. So basically option D is going to be my answer. So this is from the variant 12 May-June series and year 2023. So you are looking at what type of the questions we are getting over here. We are getting the questions from the isotopes. We are getting the questions on the basis of your electronic configuration, and we are getting the questions on the basis of in which group, in which period it is present. Now let's see more questions over here. What are the relative charge and relative mass of an electron? Look, this is from the variant 11 May-June 2023. Look now, relative charge. The question said electron. So basically the charge is what? -1. And if I talk about the relative mass, then it is 1 by 2000. Basically it is 1840, but if I am going to just bring a nearest value, it is going to be the 2000. So option D is going to be the answer. Now look, this is the question which we got from the subatomic particles. So from here you are getting an idea only that from subatomic particles we discussed a lot of questions from the year 2023, 2024. So we got the 2 questions. But if I talk about the isotopes, in the case of the isotopes, we are getting a plenty of the questions over here in the isotopes. So isotope is one of the important topic. And if I talk about the isotope means what? Just you have to remember the same number of protons but the different number of the neutrons. Another point, the chemical property is same. Why? Because the number of electrons are same. Coming to the next question. The symbols for 2 different isotopes of element S are shown. Okay. The letter M, N, P, Q represent whole numbers. Which statement about the values of M, N, P, Q are correct? Now look, basically if I talk about M and P, they are the mass numbers, and N and Q, they are the atomic numbers. So again, if you look, a lot of questions we are getting from the mass numbers and your atomic numbers, and it is from the variant 13 May June year 2023. Now let's see, M is equal to P. Now when I am saying isotope, isotope means what? Different number of neutron. So when I am having a different number of neutron, my mass number could not be same. So this is wrong. N is equal to Q. Yes, it is going to be the equal. M is greater than Q. Now look, M is the mass number and Q is the atomic number. So this is also the correct statement, because mass number is always greater than the atomic number. So this is also correct. So basically second and third options are correct over here. Okay. Coming to the next, the compound magnesium nitrate has the formula MgNO3 2. What is the relative formula mass of magnesium nitrate? So now look, basically we are getting a relative formula mass questions in the theory also, in MCQ also, in both the forms. So let's write down the formula again. MgNO3 2. So magnesium I am having 1 plus, now look how many nitrogens I am having, 2, plus oxygens I am having 3 2s are 6, 6 oxygens I am having. So now in the case of the magnesium I am having the 24 plus 2 multiplied by 14 plus 6 multiplied by 16. So 24 plus 28, 96. So let's calculate it. 10 and 8, 1, 10, 12, 13, 14, 148. So option C is going to be my answer. Now look, this is from the variant 13 May June series 2023. Coming to the next, an isotope of lithium has a symbol Li37. What is the arrangement of electrons in an atom of this isotope of lithium? Now look, isotope or symbol nothing to do with this arrangement. Why? Because this arrangement depends on the electron, and this is the atomic number, which is the 3. So I am having how many electrons? I am having the 3 electrons. So the arrangement is going to be the 2 1, which we have seen. Now look, this particular question is from the variant 11 October November 2023 series. So let's see, I am having in the K shell I am having the 2 electrons, and in the L I am having the 1 electron. So option A is going to be my answer. These two could not be my answer because it is showing more than the 3 electrons, and in this, when your K shell is not fulfilled, how we can come to the L shell? So that's why this is also going to be the wrong. Next is, a representation of an atom is shown. What is the nucleon number of this atom? It is from the variant 12 October November series and 2023 year. Now look over here, nucleon number means what? Number of proton plus number of neutron. So how many protons I am having in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and neutrons I am having, I just take the other color, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is going to be 13. So option D is going to be my answer. Such a simple easy paper if we remember the concepts. Look, another question again from the isotopes. Which statement about isotopes is correct? atoms with different number of electrons are isotopes of each other? No, they are going to have the same number of electrons. Atoms with the same numbers, same mass numbers are isotope. They are going to have the different mass number. Then isotopes of same element have different number of neutrons. This is going to be the correct statement. And if I look the D option, they have mentioned isotopes of the same element have different number of protons. No, they are going to have the same number of protons. Basically, it is from the variant book 12 February March month and 2024 year. So, a lot of question again and again we are getting from the isotope topic. And if you look, all we are doing the 2024-2023 only. So, this was all about your this part 2 in which we learned about the isotope mainly. Then we learned how to calculate the atomic number. Besides this, we learned that what is the difference between the atomic number and the mass number. Then how you can write down the electronic configuration. Then atomic number and mass number if given. Then how you are supposed to calculate the number of protons, number of electrons, number of neutrons. Besides that, we have also solved the questions on the relative atomic mass. I hope you enjoyed this session and learned a lot about this particular topic. So, for the next video, that is the part 3 of the atoms, elements, compounds, stay connected with us, as in that we are going to cover the last topic of this particular chapter, that is the bonding part. In the bonding part, we are going to talk about the different type of the bonds and how they are formed. Till then, goodbye, take care.